Blessings, Starshine. This is Smidar from Song of Stones. And I'm here with a crystal who has been singing so powerfully to me this morning and last night. And it was just popping up into my thoughts and in my visions. And I knew it wanted to be shared. This is a celestite crystal cluster. It's not a typical celestite. It's not as blue as you might expect celestite to be. But I love it when we see examples of crystals that are so different than what we expect, because it just shows us how diverse they are. Even crystals of the same type can be so unique and so original. I mean, they all are, really. Each one has got its own unique personality. And I'm really feeling the presence of the faeries here today. They were showing up this week to me. There was some magic happening with a package for one of my customers, some fairy magic. And I see them here too. And I even see an F in the recesses that create the letter, an F. And whenever I see that F, I know that it's fairies because they've shown me that before. They've been around with another really, really magical stone being, veracite, and I've got a whole bunch of information and stuff to say about those crystals, but that's a whole other subject. So we've got celestite here, unique celestite. We've got the fairy presence, and anytime we see a crystal sparkle, it reminds me of fairies. Oh, and I'm seeing something happening here in the back too. An X and a Y and an S and another S. Okay, so this is turning out to be a scribal crystal. And a scribal crystal is a stone being who has markings or is a gazing stone where letters and numbers and symbols seem to pop up and change and morph into other things. They are some of my favorite stone beings, but I'm a writer, so I love language and I love symbols, and when these things pop up in the stones, it just lights me up. So yeah, I'll have to figure out what all these symbols and letters are showing me, what the fairies are showing me here. But I wanted to talk to you a little bit about celestite. Celestite is normally much bluer than this. You could see examples on my website of how it normally looks. And we don't necessarily think of blue stones as heart stones, as heart chakra stones, as heart center stones. But this is another one of the things that I love about the crystals, is that they get me to see things that I wouldn't otherwise consider. And they showed me that this blue, their blue, is such a powerful, powerful heart stone. So, and then when I saw that, I realized that, if blue can be a heart color, then maybe red can be a spiritual color. maybe red can be at the third eye, or maybe green can be at the base. Let's get really wicked with it. Yeah, so that throws all boundaries out the window. And I bet you'll never look at another chakra chart the same way again once you've experienced that opening of the mind and the heart to look beyond the boundaries. So Celestite is showing us that it is a fairy crystal as well as an angel crystal. Celestite is known as an angelic stone. And the angels and the fairies often connect together. They often work together. I've seen that so many times. I've seen the angels and the fairies present within the same stone being often. And we know that it's a hard stone, and it's a heavy stone. It's very heavy. If you pick up Celestite, you'll see, for its size, it is quite a dense and heavy stone, which is unique because it's also quite a translucent and transparent stone. So often, and I won't say always, but often the heavy stones are very opaque. You know, think pyrite and think the name's escaping me at the moment, but think the dark black heavy stones. Hematite, very opaque and very grounding and very heavy. So look at all the boundaries this crystal is breaking, and now I'm going to tell you about another one. Celestite made itself known to me as, I'm going to say, a money stone. A stone of abundance, and a stone of value, and a stone of worth. So when I say that, what I mean is Celestite, when you are with Celestite, Celestite helps you to really understand and see and experience worthiness, value. And that's a hard one for a lot of us. I mean, this world that we are living in is just not conducive to self-compassion and self-worth. It's something that we as humans have to really work at. And I hope that's going to change. I hope what's happening now is an indicator of what's to come. But in the meantime, we really have to work hard to feel our worth and to feel our value, and to know that as we are right now in this moment, without any of our gifts or our talents or our wisdom or our experiences, without any of that, just as we are on our own, we are valuable, we are worthy, we are we are purposeful. I mean, the blessing of doing these unscripted and unedited, and the messiness of doing them this way. So I sometimes stumble, especially when I'm being given such big, huge concepts, to bring them from my heart into my words is sometimes a bit of a challenge. So what I mean to say is that we have great purpose, great, grand, immense, huge purpose. Am I being clear enough? We have so much purpose just in our very presence, just in our being, just in who we are right now, right here, without anything else. So quite a magical stone, this one, and I see I've gone over my time, which is not surprising because there was a lot to say about this stone, and there still is a lot more. Reach out and ask me any questions, and I'm sending you lots of love.